Okay, now let's do the final arrangements. Now, in this final arrangement, remember we first had melody, alto part, tenor part, and then we switched. We took this tenor part up. Take what's at the bottom, take it to the top. That's also how inversion works. Take what's at the bottom, take it to the top, without taking the people singing it. Take all of the parts, don't take the people singing it. So this part was sung by the tenor voices. So as you're taking this one up, don't take the tenor voices up, because that would be impossible for them to sing. It's really, really high. It's not the structure or the build of their voices or vocal cords, okay? So just take the harmony, take it to the top.
If you can talk, you can sing. There is really nothing to it.
Breathe in, breathe out, add a little vibrato. Yes, anyone can sing, but you gotta be consistent.
Know your do re mi is just like 1, 2, 3.
You will be the best and you will sing so well. It's time to sing with Frank at TBL.
So what if on a different day, you choose a different key because of the person leading it or something else, or it's a different song, and then we find the melody in the middle. The melody is not that high, it's not that low. Who do you give it to? Remember the middleman, okay? So you give the voice types whatever part is in their range. Yeah. So you're not going to give it to the soprano voices, because their voices shine best when it's high. You're not going to give it to the tenor voices because that might be kind of uncomfortable, too high and uncomfortable for them, all right? So you give it to the ones who sing the middle, which is the alto voice, okay? So you're going to give it to the alto voices. So now it's going to sound like this. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's just record maybe just first few notes, okay? So I'm gonna record with this phone. I'm gonna record a new melody which is now dropped. It's in the middle voices, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, stop it, and this time I'm gonna call it hallelujah, and I'll call it melody 2. Remember, melody 1 was when it was high in a different performance or different ministration. So we call this melody 2, so we don't get our recordings mixed up, okay? So now we're gonna play this back. The question is, how do you determine the other parts? So we have the altos, the middleman. So that means the soprano sing above the alto, the soprano voices. So you're going to give them, what is above the melody, by the way? If you want a part above the melody, right? You take what's at the bottom and take it right to the top. Good. So we'll now have the tenor, melody, alto. So this one is gone. You have this. High tenor, melody, alto. Simple. So you derive the other arrangements from the basic arrangements. Very simple. It's like a principle. Okay, so now are you ready to record this? So now we have Halle, new melody. Ha ha. We can't go further than that, because the only people left below the alto voices are the tenor voices. There's nothing else. So we go one down. Ha ha. Now we have to go one up, because the sopranos have to sing something, right? They have to sing a part above the alto voices. They have to sing the high tenor part. So that exercise we did, if you notice, it went up and went back down. So you can go in both directions to find maybe what's above it or what's below it or beneath it. Okay, so we go ha. Let's see if our key is correct. You have to always check. 1, 2, 3, ha. Good, we're correct. So ha if we were to have one more part at the top, then that third one will be relevant. But in this case, we found our high tenor part. Okay, so melody, halle, and then halle, halle. So let's do a quick recording, okay? So now I'm gonna play from this phone and then record with the second one. So you just need 2 phones, not even 3. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. I recorded my okay. Okay, so let's call this one high tenor. Hallelujah. High tenor. Save. One more part to go. So we have 3 basic arrangements. The fundamental one, okay, which is soprano parts, melody parts, alto parts, and then tenor parts. Now we're doing high tenor, melody, and then alto. Okay, so let's record our last part. Actually, I call this high tenor, but it's actually the high tenor plus the melody. Okay, so I say and melody. There you go. Okay, so alto left. So we have the melody again. Always go back to the melody to find your other part. So let's listen to the melody again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha ha ha. So that's the last part. Okay, so I'm gonna play ha. I'm gonna play that's me reminding myself. Ha. It doesn't matter. You can do it. Okay, as long as it helps you to remember your first note. Remember, once it shifts by even some cents or even half a tone, every other thing you sing is wrong. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha ha. So I'm gonna play the one I already recorded, the tenor and the melody. All right, so let's go and record the tenor parts. Ha. That's it. That's it. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. And that's it. Oh wow, this is amazing. So hallelujah. This is the alto 2. Remember? We had the first one we did in a different key, and that one we called it alto 1. This one is alto 2. Okay, now let's do the final arrangements. Now in this final arrangement, remember we first had melody, alto part, tenor part, and then we switched. We took this tenor part up. Take what's at the bottom, take it to the top. That's also how inversion works. Take what's at the bottom, take it to the top, without taking the people singing it. Take all of the parts, don't take the people singing it. So this part was sang by the tenor voices. So as you're taking this one up, don't take the tenor voices up, because that would be impossible for them to sing. It's really, really high. It's not the structure or the build of their voices or vocal cords, okay? So just take the harmony, take it to the top. So whoever sings whatever part is highest continues singing the high tenor, the new tenor part. So we have our second arrangement. So we have melody now in the middle, high tenor, okay? So high tenor, melody, and then alto part, okay? Now the final one is take the alto part and take it to the top. Don't take the people. Now tenors are singing what's the lowest, which is alto part. Alto voices are now singing the melody, and now the soprano voices are now singing the high tenor. So now take this, which is the alto, take it to the top. So just imagine we have this now. So now we have a high alto, we have the high tenor, and then we have the melody. Melody is now at the bottom. Okay, so are you ready? So let's imagine this is a different day and someone else is leading the song, and because of this the key changed. Or maybe it's a different song, and in this song the melody is right at the range of the tenor voices. So let's go. Okay, so our new melody is this. Remember to count yourself in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And that's it. Because of time, we'll stop there. Okay, so let's call this Hallelujah. Melody 3. Because it's the third arrangement. Okay, so now I hope it's connected. Let's listen to it.
Okay, so our new melody is this.
Good. Now we didn't need that part, so I'm gonna cut it out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go. Save, replace original file. Okay, so we have it. So now we have Hallelujah. Is that what we have? I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah.
Yeah, so I'm correct. Now we know that the tenors are taking the melody, so all the other parts are gonna be above the melody. Whatever soprano is gonna be singing, it's gonna be above. Whatever the alto voices are gonna be singing is gonna be above the melody. Yeah, which is sang by the tenor voices now. So, ha, ha, ha. Did you get that? So, ha, melody, halle. Okay. Halle. Next part up, which is going to be sang by the altos. Halle, which is not going to be the sopranos. So let's do this. Halle, halle.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And that's it.
Okay, so call this one Hallelujah, which is the melody and the tenor. Okay, so melody at the bottom, tenor right above it. Let's connect this one now to the Bluetooth because we're about to sing the final parts in the final arrangement. Okay, so let's remind ourselves again of the melody.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah.
Ha ha halle, ha ha ha. Again, that exercise. Halle. So let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And that's it.
Good. We got it. So this Hallelujah, all three parts. I'll just say three parts together, and that's it. We're done. So let's listen to it actually. So this is the third arrangement where we have the melody at the bottom. Let's listen.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And that's it.
We are done. Amazing. Now try this, and let us know how it goes. Make sure you observe all the points I mentioned. Make sure you always use your melody to find your way around. Then always make sure when you're doing the whatever make sure you hold on to that note. Don't let it shift. Don't let it move. Okay? And then as you record yourself, listen back, and there may be a certain spot or a certain note in the song that doesn't quite sound right, or a certain place in the song. Record it again. Try to fix it. Okay? So if maybe the trajectory of the melody, for instance, we go Hallelujah, the melody determines where the other parts go. So the melody went from down here, down, down, up, up. That means the other parts are going to also do their down, down, up, up. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Do you get it? So they are moving according to the trajectory of the melody. And that way you can actually fix it. it's either they move in that direction or stay on the notes. Okay, never the opposite direction, except you're doing really advanced harmony, which we're going to do later. Okay, and also another thing you have to observe is don't be the singer whose voice is loud when the others are soft, or whose voice is soft when the others are loud. Always match the volume and always match the pronunciation. For instance, we sang hallelujah. So it's sort of like yeah. I didn't go yeah, which is not bad. If that's what you're going for, go for it. But the point is everybody should pronounce it the same way. So if we're going hallelujah with that yeah, with that really open vowel, right? Then everybody else go hallelujah. Do you understand? So that's one way also to keep your harmony sounding really good and professional. And also remember, I mentioned also that you should end at the same time. So don't be the one to, let me look for one I actually recorded earlier, just a melody. Melody 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this will work. So don't be the person to sing like this. Ha ha. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Did you hear that? I extended mine even when the melody ended. I was still going on. That's not nice. It doesn't sound good. And don't end earlier also. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. Did you hear that also? Good. And I think that's it for now. We'll do some more stuff, okay? We'll just build it up, maybe go to advanced version of this eventually, but start with this. Begin with this. This is the harmony you hear fundamentally in most groups and choirs. And when they do something amazing, it's just maybe 10% of the song or 15%, but about 80% of the song is this basic harmony, okay? I'd like to emphasize that there is a big difference between voice types and parts. Voice type is the reason we categorize everyone into 3 different groups, each group singing a part. And when they sing it all together, they form a harmony. So part is what you assign to them to sing. So these 3 groups sing 3 parts. One group sing the melody, the other group sing the alto, and the last group sings the tenor. Here are some factors you can use to determine voice type and who should belong where. Now you notice that some people, especially ladies, some of them have the ability to sing really high. Yes, even when they talk, it's a giveaway that they can sing comfortably high. Those ones are called the soprano voices. So we have various kind of voice types. We have females who don't sing so high. Those ones are usually called the alto. But first off, let me give you a determining factor or some determining factors of voice types. You can determine voice type by the most popular one, range. This is how high and how low someone can sing. Then we have the tessitura. There is a range. In that range, they sing more often, or their voices shine best. It's just like someone who's able to sing whistle voice very, very high. They don't use it all the time. They sing most of the song within their tessitura. So tessitura is a range within your range that you sing most of the time comfortably. The next determining factor is the weight of your voice. There are voice types that are lighter and darker, some heavy, and in some cases, some brighter, some more agile, some more powerful. Then the next point is the timbre of the voice. This is the quality or the texture of the voice. Some call it the color of the voice, and that makes each voice unique. And then we have the vocal register. These are the different groups of sound that make up the voice production. And then we have the transition points. These are the points where the voice changes from one register to another. For instance, when you're changing from chest voice to the mixed voice, it may not be the same for someone else. So you may change at a specific point, but for someone else, their voice changed from one register to another at another point. The last determining factor is the speaking voice. Sometimes when people talk, I can already have an idea or tell what their voice type is, because some people talk really high already. They can say, "Hello, how are you?" That's really high. So that tells you that when the person sing, they can sing really high too. Or someone natural talking voice or speaking voice is, "Hello, how are you?" You can already tell that that person is most likely to be a baritone or bass voice. Now, let me just mention some of the voice types we have. The highest is the soprano voices, then followed by the mezzo-soprano voices. And the lowest female voice type we have is the contralto voices or the alto voices. Both mean the same thing. Then for the men, we have the tenor voices, the highest singing male voice, and then followed by the baritone voices. And then the lowest is the bass voice. So usually guys are categorized in the tenor class, and the ladies are categorized in the soprano part. And alto can be a mixture because some guys can sing altos very well. They're comfortable in that range. So now let's talk about parts. Parts is what each one sings or each group sings to form a harmony. The soprano parts, for instance, in a certain song would definitely have to sing the highest part. Then the part below that will be taken by the alto voices or the contralto voices, and the lowest part will be taken by the tenor voices. So next, what is an octave? An octave is simply the distance between two notes that are the same. Let's look at our solfege again. We went from do at the bottom to the do at the top. The distance from the do at the bottom to the do at the top is an octave. So we have one octave. Then you may want to ask, is there no sound higher than the do at the top? Of course there is. So that's when you begin to repeat the same pattern again. So let's put a do at the top. Okay, so let's listen to how it sounds. So starting from the do at the bottom. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This is 2 octaves, and you can go further up. So now let's look at parts. We'll look at the arrangement, which is most common to most singers or most groups. The highest voice, soprano voice, usually sings the melody, right? Okay. And then the next one below that is the alto part. So we have the melody at the top, the alto part, and then finally we have the tenor part. This is just an octave. They're just occupying an octave. We can have the same pattern on top and under. So let's do that. Repeat the same pattern. Melody, alto, tenor. And it's always like this. The alto is always below the melody and the tenor is always below the alto. At any point in time in any song, if a certain part becomes the highest part, you can immediately see the arrangement. For instance, if the alto is now the highest part, that means the part below that will be, that's right, tenor. And then below that, the melody. So remember what I said about who's going to sing the highest part? Yeah, the soprano voices are now going to sing the high alto. And then the alto voices are now going to sing the tenor. And finally, the tenor voices are going to sing the melody. Now, the final one. Let's say the tenor part is the highest part. You give the highest part to the voices that can sing highest most comfortably, and that's the soprano voices. So the soprano voices will now sing the high tenor, and then the alto voices will now sing the melody, and then finally the tenor voices are gonna sing the alto part. So these are 3 arrangements we could have.
Now I have a question for you. If the alto voices are the ones singing the melody,
what would the soprano voices sing? Question number 2. If the tenor voices are the ones singing the tenor part, what would the alto voices be singing? Now send me your answers or put it in the comment section, okay? And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all right? And make sure to click the join button as well. I'll see you soon again. Bye.
If you can talk, you can sing. There is really nothing to it.
Breathe in, breathe out, add a little vibrato. Yes, anyone can sing, but you gotta be consistent.
Know your do re mi is just like 1, 2, 3.
You will be the best and you will sing so well. It's time to sing with Frank and